The love you seek from others must be found within yourself. So being single doesn't mean you're waiting for someone. It's the season you're supposed to be evolving, growing, transforming into the best version and the most healed version of yourself. Every phase of your life has a purpose. And the reason you are single right now is because you need to work on yourself so you can attract the most divine partner you couldn't have even dreamed of before. So these are my top 10 ways of how to actually love being single. So number 1 is reframe the lack, meaning that I don't have a man or I don't have a woman, to I'm free. I have freedom. Society often frames being single as like a waiting period or that you're lacking something in your life, when really and truly this is one of the best times in your life because you're so free and you're able to do whatever you want. You're able to find out who you are, the things that you like, and you're just able to find hobbies that you actually enjoy and go in and dig deep and heal those traumas within yourself. So take this time and use it to build yourself, to find the things that you like, that you enjoy, and just to find out who you truly are by doing the inner work and taking some time out for yourself and to help heal yourself from your past, because everyone has a certain degree of healing to do and there's no need to wait. Because why are you waiting for something? When you're waiting for something, it feels like lack. It means that you're lacking in your life right now, and that's why you're waiting for something to happen. Whereas you should just let it go, be free, and just know that it's coming to you. Because if you think about it, the moments that you really wasn't desperate for like friends or a partner, that is when the universe orchestrated an event to bring them in. So once you let it go and when you're detached from the situation, that is when it will come to you. Number 2 is invest in yourself fully. So this means physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, all of these aspects you need to have in check. Start working on those things every single day. Start working on yourself, because we all have so much work to do with ourselves. Why are we worried about when someone else is coming in? Because when you are working on all of these aspects in your life, that is when you will attract the most healthiest, most healed partner and most healed relationship. Because the thing is, when you work on yourself, you become the dream person that you want to date. Literally, you become that dream person that you want to date. So if you're going to the gym, if you're eating healthy, your dream person is going to be going to the gym, is going to be eating healthy. If you're on your work grind, the other person is going to be on their work grind. Can you see that it's a mirror reflection of you? So you need to become your dream person first before your dream man or woman can come into your life. Because if you are out here eating junk food all the time, never going to the gym, and then you're like, oh yeah, but I want a woman who looks really slim, who takes care of her body, who does this, that, the other, or I want a man who has muscles and who takes care of his body, but you're not doing the same. You think that person would be attracted to you? No, they would not. So start acting like your dream person would. Start taking up the hobbies or things that they would do, because that is your dream person. Literally, the dream man or woman that you want is how you want yourself to be, and then they will reflect that back to you. So just pick up new hobbies and new skills and find what you actually enjoy. And this is the time that you can actually focus on your work without any distractions, because relationships take time and it takes compromise as well. So at one point in your life, you might not be able to work so hard on your work because you need to take care of the relationship. Or maybe if you end up having kids with that person, maybe then you'll have to take care of the kids. So you need to understand that this is the time that I can concentrate on my goals, This is the time I can be selfish, because this is the best time that you can go after your dreams and aspirations, because no one is distracting you. And I'm not saying relationships are a distraction. It just takes a lot of time and energy when you get into a relationship. So take this time to yourself and work on your dreams and your goals and start becoming your dream person. Number 3 is strengthen your relationship with yourself, meaning take yourself out on dates, understand yourself better. And the way you can do this is being in solitude. So take yourself out on a restaurant date. It took me so many years to actually take myself out on a restaurant date or even go to the cinema by myself. And I truly enjoyed it. And I was like, this was not deep at all, because you just automatically think that you should go with someone to a restaurant when really you don't need to. You can actually enjoy the restaurant atmosphere and the meal at a restaurant by yourself. And even a movie, you can go to a movie and enjoy that by yourself. You don't always need to be with someone. And the people who can do things by themselves do not need anyone. And when you don't need anyone, you become so dangerous. So start getting comfortable with doing things alone, taking yourself out on dates, because you really deserve it. And when you learn to enjoy your own company, you won't need external validation, because you don't need other people to make you feel better. You don't need other people to do things that you want to do. You can just take yourself out and do it yourself, because you have legs. You can go to the place yourself yourself, and you can actually enjoy it by yourself. You don't need other people. And if you're seeking external validation, you're always going to be seeking external validation, and you'll always be doing things for the other person. So take this time to take yourself out on solo dates, and you'll slowly start to love who you are and just be content with yourself. So number 4 is shift your focus to abundance. So instead of thinking in lack that, oh, I'm missing this thing in my life, start thinking, I have more time, I have more energy, I have more peace, and I am able to discover myself more and dig deep into myself and just find all of the treasures within myself. Being single is the time that you need to build yourself up, because if you do not love yourself, it doesn't matter how many relationships you have, you will never be happy in that relationship. No matter how much that person will take care of you, you will never be happy because you do not love yourself. That is why you should take the time in this phase while you're single to work on yourself and to love yourself and just to build a life that you are so fulfilled with and so happy with that just everyone else is an add-on. They're a bonus, but you are so content within yourself that you don't need other people to make you feel happy, to make you feel at peace, because you've made that home within yourself. Number 5, if you are feeling this lack and this emptiness or a void, then just build deeper connections with the people around you, with your friends, with your family members. Just do things with them so that you're not so focused on like, oh, I don't have a boyfriend to do this. Oh, I don't have a girlfriend to do this. Go and take your mum out on a date. Go and take your siblings out on a date, or your niece or your nephew. Go and build stronger connections with the people in your life that you already have and that deserve your time and energy. Because the more you focus on lack, the more you'll feel it and the less it will be attracted to you, because it's not going to be attracted to you because you think you're not going to get it. So it will run away from you as fast as possible. So you need to start thinking, oh my God, I have such amazing relationships in my life. Everyone is so loving towards me. You need to speak all of this love and positivity into your life, and that is when you will attract your dream spouse. Number 6 is detached from external pressures. Now, I know family, friends, and everyone is just like, oh, why don't you have a relationship now? You should have a relationship. There is no deadline on love or when you should be in a relationship or when you should be in a healthy relationship. Yes, anyone can be in a relationship, but the relationship might not be meaningful. The relationship might be toxic. So it's better to wait for a healed relationship and someone that you actually desire and someone who desires you, instead of jumping into a relationship because you needed to fill this void. Because I've literally seen on Instagram people getting married when they're 40 years old, 45, 50. It does not matter, okay? Age is just a number. Society has made us feel that we need to get married by this age, we need to have kids by this age, we need to have a partner, we need to move out and live with them. It's made us think all of these things when really you just need to live your life as you feel like living. Just free flowing and just existing, and the things that align with you will be attracted to you. But the thing is, you don't want to be vibrating at a lower vibrational frequency, and that is why maybe the universe hasn't brought it in, because you have a lot of trauma and a lot of healing to go through before attracting the right partner for you, because the universe does not want to give you anything bad, but you have to do the inner work before something precious and something divine can come in. Because even if the universe does give you something good, you might have some issues that you need healing within yourself, or trauma that keeps resurfacing, but you haven't fixed it yet. And then the good person you might actually make run away because you haven't healed the trauma within yourself. That is why it's important to detach from the situation. Know that the universe is bringing it to you in the right time. When the time is right, the right person will come. You might think that you've fully healed yourself when the universe knows that you are not fully healed and you're not ready for that divine partner just yet. So continue to work on yourself and just be content with your life and so full and so happy with your own life that that person will just automatically be attracted to you, because like attracts like. And if you're vibrating at a lower vibrational frequency and thinking you are lacking something, then the person that's going to be attracted to you is also going to be at a lower vibrational frequency. So because we do not want that, we want to work on ourselves, raise our vibration, and that is when we will meet a partner who meets us there. Number 7 is embrace personal growth and healing in this period of time. So as I mentioned before, I had anxious attachment issues, and many of us do, and it's okay. We just need to go through the healing process. And I've also made a video on that. If you want to check that out, defo do. As I mentioned before, you don't want to take your childhood traumas into your next relationship, because it will harm it. Either you'll harm yourself or you'll harm the other person, and we do not ever want to do that. We want to attract only healed relationships towards us, and the only way we can do that is if we heal ourselves. And I'm not saying that you need to be perfectly healed before going into a relationship. I'm trying to say that you should be working towards your healing every single step of the way and just become more self-aware, because when we're not self-aware, we think that the other person's just like dishing out their nonsense onto us, when really they are trying to communicate with something with us, but we're just taking it as if we need to defend ourselves, and we put a boundary up. So then we start retaliating in a way that is not necessary. So when you have these triggers and these emotional traumas that you haven't figured out and you haven't brought to the surface, then they will always affect your relationships, and you will never understand why you're behaving in a certain way, or you'll never understand why you're pushing people away when really you might just be the problem. But that's why it's so important to be self-aware. So number 8 is date yourself first. So go buy yourself those flowers, go dress up for yourself. As I said before, go take yourself on a solo date. You don't need a man to buy you flowers. Literally, I used to think like this as well, but you actually don't. And now I go buy myself flowers, and it makes me so happy, because when I see them, it's just full of color, they have good energy, and it's just so nice to have flowers in your house and just to buy yourself flowers, because you deserve them. So buy yourself the damn flowers. Number 9, so being alone sets the standard. So when you are able to stay by yourself, you don't require anyone else's energy to be happy and to feel content. You are just content with sitting in your own energy. That becomes dangerous, because you've mastered the art of detachment, and you don't need anyone else to come and complete you. So if someone tries to disrespect you or tries to step all over your boundaries, you will show them that that's the door, you can leave, because I don't have that in my world. That is why it's so important to be happy with being alone, because you are setting the standard, because then that person understands she's happy or he is happy with being alone. They don't need me. I'm a choice that they chose to keep in their life. They wanted me in their life. They did not need me. And that is what sets the tone for the relationship. So number 10 is live in the present moment. Enjoy every single day. It's a miracle that you are alive and that you are breathing. God gave you another day, so use it wisely. Stop being negative and start focusing on the positives. Start being grateful for what you have in your life right now. And trust me, God and the universe will give you so much more. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one.